we are going to be altering my levels in my double critter nation. Normally, as you've seen in the past, I don't use levels because they don't allow me to have as much freedom with my cage decor. But between Sprinkles having hind end degeneration and Caramels just starting, I feel like it's important to have levels in now for their own safety. So I've taken some measurements and I'm going to share those with you now. So what we have here is that the trays are about, this is upside down for me, 21.5 inches across. This is measuring from inside, if this were the level, from inside the little metal rim that's on that level. I want this base that I'm making to be nice and sturdy and snug fit. So we've got 21.5 inches across and 15.75 inches in width or depth or whatever. And then I'm going to make them about 3.25 inches tall. I was gonna do taller, but when I looked at that, I'm afraid it's gonna be too tall for Sprinkles to get over the edge. I want it tall enough to keep some bedding in, but not so tall that he struggles to lift his feet to get over it. So we're gonna do 3.25, and that gives us 1/4 inch to level with the floor like this, so that there's not so it's flush and I can put tape on it. My coroplast is recycled from a friend's guinea pig cage. I'm using the sides for this project and then cutting them to size. I'm making a top and a bottom tray, and so I need 4 short pieces and 4 long pieces. The shelves already had coroplast cut to fit the flat walking surface of each shelf, so I just need the edges. I measured and marked my pieces. As the coroplast is black, I opted to poke holes along the length to mark it. Normally I would use a silver Sharpie, but I couldn't find it for this project. And then next I scored and cut the coroplast along the marks. I'm using a box knife and a metal ruler to get nice and relatively straight cuts. Make sure to set the edge pieces on top of the base and not next to it when you tape them together, because if you place them next to each other, you're adding width to the finished shelf tray all the way around, and it may not fit properly in its metal hanger. To test fit it, I'm using painter's tape, and I fastened the edges to the base piece. That way I can dry fit it into my shelf and tweak anything that I need to before fastening it permanently with clear tape. All right, I'm switching cameras now. This is my horribly messy desk with all the things on it. We're gonna see if our tray fits inside of this. It should. Okay. Yes, that actually fits in there pretty good. It's not totally flat on there, but it's not gonna go anywhere, and it's sitting inside the tray lip, which is what I wanted, nice and contained. So what I'm gonna do is just fix this piece, because now that I'm looking at it, I think the problem is that I don't have it lined up right. And I'm gonna go ahead and tape these 3 because they are good. And then I can redo this edge and solidify it with tape. I'll show you that. Finally, you're going to tape the entire tray with a clear strapping or packing tape. Make sure to cover the top edges. This is so that pee doesn't get inside the grooves when your rats climb over it or mark it. I've also found putting tape along those top edges really helps to prevent them chew it, because it's a smooth edge. Don't know why that is, but that just seems to work. And then finally, you're going to place your finished tray and shelf hanger in your cage, add your bedding, and decorate. Thanks for watching. Bye!